And this one away cleanly. That was Aaron Brown with a nice start in 3. Seville in the middle of the track. Can he now emerge? He's going to go to the line and take the victory here.
The second week of the 2023 track and field season was one that was for the history books. From seeing the 2019 NCAA 100 meters champion, the infamous Sha'Carri Richardson, opening her season with 2 windy 100 meters races with times of 10.75 seconds and 10.57 seconds at the Marimar Invitational. Shamir Little upset Shericka Jackson to take the 400 meters at the Marimar Invitational. Jamaica dominated the CARIFTA Games, and Rashawn Clark became the first male to win the Austin Seeley Award since Glenn Kunst of Curacao in 2017. The Easter weekend was indeed a lot for fans to consume, but here is a top 10 countdown of the best moments of our Caribbean track and field athletes from over the past weekend. Number 10. Cherokee Young nipped Shericka Jackson for second in the 400 meters at the Marimar Invitational.
Women's 400 meters from Marimar.
Yep, I see Shericka. She's in 5 with the 2 buns on either side. Why is she running the 400 this early? Because her coach told her, until you start sprinting, we're going to run some 400s first. So I'm pretty sure that that's Shericka Jackson, third from the outside, that you're seeing there in 5.
And that's Little, the American, on the inside in lane number 4 that now has caught up to Jackson alongside her. But the race is on the outside with Jackson. That's Cherokee Young, the
other Jamaican
2022 NCAA champion while at Texas A&M. But Shamir Little showing that strength, not having to deal with the hurdles on this day. Jackson just trying to hold on as Cherokee Young's trying to close for second.
The women's 400 meters at the Marimar Invitational was shaping up to be the 2022 Eugene World Championship 200 meters champion Shericka Jackson of Jamaica versus the 2015 Beijing World Championship 400 meters hurdles silver medalist Shamir Little of the United States. With the 2 athletes having personal bests of 49.47 seconds and 49.91 seconds respectively, fans were talking about a potential sub-50 on the cards from Shericka Jackson. However, Jackson got out to a fast start as she tried to maintain herself to the 200 meters mark. Shamir Little decided to make her move and passed Shericka Jackson to take the win in 50.73 seconds. Jackson looked to have had second place in her hand, but her teammate Cherokee Young was able to run past her. Both Young and Jackson ran 51.58 seconds and 51.64 seconds to place second and third respectively. Number 9. Naya Jules wins the inaugural Girls Pole Vault Open at the CARIFTA Games. The women's pole vault can be described as a relatively young event in track and field since its advent at the 2000 Sydney Olympics. The Caribbean region has not made its impact on the event thus far, and the organizers of CARIFTA 2023 decided to implement the event. Throughout the competition, Naya Jules of St. Lucia was able to dominate the event from start to finish and was able to win the first gold medal with a clearance of 2.80 meters. With more training and competitions, the Caribbean should provide quality athletes in the women's pole vault for years to come. Number 8. Ryan Sanchez runs 1 minute 46.59 seconds to take the 800 meters at the Marimar Invitational. Since Jamaica's Navaski Anderson was able to run a national record of 1 minute 45.02 seconds to place second at the 2022 NCAA Outdoor Championships, Caribbean men have been showing their consistency in the event. At the Marimar Invitational, Puerto Rico's Ryan Sanchez was able to run a tactical race while being challenged by Jamaica's Rajay Hamilton. Despite being challenged by Hamilton, Sanchez was able to cross the line to win with 1 minute 46.59 seconds and become the 13th fastest man in the world thus far. Rajay Hamilton was second with 1 minute 47.42 seconds to complete a Caribbean quinella. Number 7. Michelle Smith completes the 400 meters hurdles and 800 meters double at the CARIFTA Games.
And it's Michelle Smith. The record is 56.22. The U.S. Virgin Islands athletes has the field covered. One barrier for her to clear. Natasha Fox is running a big race for Trinidad and Tobago. So too Bedford for Jamaica. But it's all about Michelle Smith, the under-17 champion from last year.
Since taking double gold in the under-17 400 meters hurdles and 800 meters, along with taking silver in the 100 meters hurdles at the 2022 CARIFTA Games held in Kingston, Jamaica, Michelle Smith of the British Virgin Islands has been quite consistent, especially in the 400 meters hurdles and 800 meters. Smith, who resides in the United States, decided to run in the CARIFTA Games in Nassau, Bahamas, to compete in both the 400 meters hurdles and 800 meters. Michelle Smith is known for running tactical races, and the girls' under-20 400 meters hurdles final was no different, as she trailed the Jamaican duo of Tonyan Beckford and Aaliyah Baker. In the end, Michelle Smith crossed the line in 57.69 seconds to win the event. Smith later returned the next day to win the 800 meters final with a time of 2 minutes, 9.72 seconds. By the way, if you're getting value from this presentation, we would greatly appreciate it if you would give this video a like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell for our next video. Thank you. Number 6. Danniel Thomas-Dodd threw 18.58 meters to win the shot put at the Marimar Invitational. Doha 2019 World Championship shot put silver medalist Danniel Thomas-Dodd has been trying to regain the form that made her the third best thrower in the world. After having a season's best of 19.12 meters done at the American Track League indoor meet in January, Thomas-Dodd decided to open her season at the Marimar Invitational. Her best throw came on the first attempt when she threw a mark of 18.48 meters to win the competition. Danniel Thomas-Dodd will be looking forward to returning to the World Championships in Budapest in order to be on the medal podium once more. Number 5. Alonzo Russell runs a personal best of 44.93 seconds to win the 400 meters at the Marimar Invitational. The men's 400 meters was shaping up to be the main event at the Marimar Invitational, with world and Olympic champion Stephen Gardner of the Bahamas, along with World Championship bronze medalist Matthew Hudson-Smith of Great Britain. Both athletes did not show up for the race. However, the race went on with the remaining athletes. Alonzo Russell of the Bahamas was able to run an excellent race to hold off Luego Scotch of Botswana. Russell was able to cross the line in a new personal best of 44.93 seconds to win the race, while Luego Scotch was second in season's best of 45.03 seconds, and Rikuya Ito of Japan was third in a season's best of 46.02 seconds. Alonzo Russell will be looking forward to adding his dominance to the Bahamian legacy in the 400 meters. Number 4. Jaydon Hibbert leaped 16.11 meters to win the boys under-20 triple jump at the CARIFTA Games. Jamaica's Jaydon Hibbert is slowly becoming one of the most loved track and field athletes. From his outgoing personality to his fantastic performances in the triple jump pit, Jaydon Hibbert is becoming one of the best athletes in the sport. The 2023 NCAA Indoor Triple Jump champion made his way to the CARIFTA Games to defend his triple jump title. Hibbert was having a lot of issues due to the weather conditions at the meet, but like the true champion he's known to be, Hibbert leaped 16.11 meters to defend his triple jump title. Hibbert will now look forward to continuing his outdoor season on the collegiate circuit. Number 3. Alexis James runs a new games record of 13.06 seconds to strike gold in the girls' under-20 100 meters hurdles at the CARIFTA Games.
Individual gold, off they go. Brilliant start for Malia Edwards of Barbados. Alexis James gets into her running. Asharia Hewlett chases her. James and Hewlett. James' speed takes her away from Hewlett and she defends her title.
2022 World Under-20 Champions 100 meters hurdles silver medalist Alexis James of Jamaica has not been having the best of seasons despite being on the podium in all finals. At the 2023 CARIFTA Games, she went into the 100 meters hurdles final as the clear favorite, with her teammate Asharia Hewlett being there with her. James was able to run her best race of the season thus far to strike gold in a new games record of 13.06 seconds to win, while her teammate Hewlett was second in 13.24 seconds to end with a Jamaican Quinella. Number 2. Alana Reid runs 11.17 seconds to lead a Jamaican Quinella in the 100 meters at the CARIFTA Games.
Off they go. Alana Reid got up well for Jamaica. Reid goes to the front. Alana Reid in control. Alexis James tries to go with her. She can't. Alana Reid blows the field away.
Since running the Jamaican national junior 100 meters record of 10.92 seconds at the Issa Grace Kennedy Boys and Girls Championships, Alana Reid has become a target for most junior athletes. The race was shaping up to be Alana Reid versus Adasia Hodge of the British Virgin Islands, but Hodge pulled out of the meet due to an ankle injury. Despite this happening, Alana Reid was quite determined to continue her winning ways. In the 100 meters final, Alana Reid was able to get her usual bullet start and separated herself from the field, while her competitors were fighting for silver and bronze. In the end, Alana Reid crossed the line in 11.17 seconds to lead a Jamaican quinella, as Alexis James was second in 11.53 seconds and Sanaa Frederick of Trinidad and Tobago was second in 11.65 seconds. The number one spot this week goes to Oblique Seville edges out Ackeem Blake to win the men's 100 meters at the Marimar Invitational.
And this one away cleanly. That was Aaron Brown with a nice start in 3. Seville in the middle of the track. Can he now emerge? He's going to go to the line and take the victory here.
The men's 100 meters at the Marimar Invitational was the best event for the Caribbean at the meet, with the Jamaican duo of Oblique Seville and Ackeem Blake going head-to-head in the 100 meters for the first time in the event this season. Both athletes were able to win their semi-finals with times of 9.95 seconds and 10.05 seconds respectively. The time came for the final, and both athletes were beside each other. Seville and Blake had almost identical starts, but Seville began to separate himself from the rest of the field. Blake tried to catch Seville, but it was impossible. Seville held him off to win in a windy 9.91 seconds, while Blake was second in 9.93 seconds. Even though both athletes did well, the time will not count for record purposes as the wind reading was 2.2 meters per second, just over the allowable 2.0 meters per second. This was indeed a festive weekend for our Caribbean athletes, and the season should get even better, especially with weekly Diamond League meetings starting in May. Keep cheering on our Caribbean athletes as they continue to dominate both on the track and on the field. Who are you rooting for in what promises to be an exciting 2023 track and field season? Let us know your thoughts below. As always, we'd like to thank you for watching and remind you to like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell as we celebrate our Caribbean athletes together. This is J-irie Caribbean. See you in the next video.